We're at Omaha Country Club today, and I started here in February of 2011. Omaha Country Club is a Perry Maxwell design built on this site in the 1920s. The club's been through a few renovations. Most recently, Keith Foster did a renovation in 2006, and then again last fall in 2018-19. Last fall, as part of the renovation, the club decided to regrass or resurface the greens, so we switched from A1, A4 greens, and now we have pure distinction greens. I would say last year our greens were the best I've ever had anywhere. A1, A4, they were pure, the ball rolled excellent, they were smooth, they were all the speed that we needed. They were the best greens I've ever had. You know, as a group at the club, there was a lot of discussion, is there anything else we can do during this renovation that would help us be better prepared for the future? It wasn't until mid-July, end of July, that the club decided to pull the trigger and regrass, and we started in the middle of August. So we had about a 3-week window to make a decision. We knew we wanted to stay with the Tee to Green product because we'd had such great luck with A1, A4, and pure distinction was an easy choice after speaking to other friends that have grown it. It became real obvious that's what we should go with. You know, we seeded the first greens in mid-September and the last green towards the end of September. We had a very early winter. It snowed October 10th. All the greens were mowed and grown in last fall, but not to the level we'd had hoped. It probably wasn't until sometime in early May when the turf really started to get moving again. So when we opened up June 7th, we had 20 greens that were mature enough to be open, but not mature enough to take what I would call, member guest type conditions on a daily basis. So we spend a lot of time every day on each green just making sure it has what it needs to get through the day. They've performed well. They're just still in the immature phase. I talked earlier about the greens being, it's not like a new car, it's more like a new infant child. They need some nurturing yet. They need to be coddled a bit until they become a little bit more resilient. The main focus was to improve playability, member access to certain parts of the course. At the same time, we knew we wanted to update our bunkers, so we replaced the liner, changed the sand. We obviously resurfaced the greens like we talked about, updated some drainage on the golf course, and we also updated some cart paths. Another part of the renovation was we added a little bit more length to the golf course. The place just short of 7,000 yards now. So on certain holes we added a tee that's a touch further back. There were 6 new tees added. What we look forward every day is to try to make the course better than it was the day before. I think we accomplish our daily goals. We make sure our membership is pleased and happy, try to exceed their expectations. But internally for me, it's making sure that our staff is ready to do whatever that next step for them is.